Hello everyone, welcome to the Majestix Heroclix Podcast. If you like our content, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. If you're interested in learning more about the Bronze Age format and the Majestix Open Series, please check out openseries.majestixccg.com. Also, if you want to learn about Heroclix strategies, tactics, and lists from the game's top players, please visit majestixccg.com/apex-insiders. Lastly, if you're looking for Heroclix singles, please visit our eBay stores at stores.ebay.com/MajestixHeroclix and stores.ebay.com/ClicksCollective. All the links for everything I just talked about is below in the description. And again,
all right, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh boy, here we go.
Again, not much.
Mantis would be your first figure.
That's right. She can mind control friendly Guardians, right?
I don't know. Let's read the power for the people.
This one nudged you to join. Mantis can use mind control as if she has a range value of 7. When she does, she may target an adjacent friendly character with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, even if that character has Battle Fury. Characters hit by Mantis through mind control modify their attack value by +1. All right. She got close combat expert, prob, 56 points. I like her.
And we're getting closer to the current point distribution with some of these characters in this set.
Yeah. So there's some cheaper Guardians earlier too, right? Or later
nowadays.
Down the road, right?
Yeah, later down the road. Alpha Primitive would be definitely our next one.
What number is that?
That's 18.
Remember Adam talking about him. Let's see. Friendly character with a human keyword or higher point value within the 4 square, you may give Alpha Primitive a free action to move at a speed value of 4. When Alpha Primitive is targeted by Outwit, counter all of its powers. That sucks.
Yeah,
Alpha Primitive is targeted by Mind Control, modify its defense value by 2. Friendly characters not named Alpha Primitive can use Mind Control, but only to target Alpha Primitive. When they do, Alpha Primitive is dealt 1 unavoidable resolutions unless the attacking character is named Maximus.
And Maximus is a rare, so you definitely can play Maximus with these guys. But the thing that we care about is they're 30 points for charge, super strength, toughness, and in power.
Solid.
Right. We don't care about all the extra stuff. They're just good like that. 23 Yondu was the Yondu that was I could shoot regardless of line of fire.
Solid. Good call. I missed all these. Yeah, it's been a while. All right. Yeah, I remember these guys. All right. Yeah, he's really strong.
Yep, he was not bad.
Because you can get enough in power cheap enough.
Yeah.
You can get enough shield pumps. So he's got 12 range. That's pretty much the whole board.
Yes, it is.
I like it.
The people would probably say some of the Inhumans are worth it, like Crystal or Gorgon or Karnak. They just don't hold.
Might be okay, too.
Which one? Maw?
Ebony Maw. When an opposing character uses Outwit, Perplex, or Prob, put a Whisper token on this card. Give Ebony Maw a free action and remove a Whisper token to either use Outwit, Perplex, or Prob until your next turn if you can't already use it. He may be given this free action up to 3 times each turn. 65 points, can have all 3 powers. It's pretty solid.
He's not bad. The problem is I feel like for 65 points, that character would be holding weight. And this guy is just looking like you want to punch him. And yes, he does have the Cold Obsidian trait, which is cool. But I would have paid for this guy if it was 40, not 65.
Okay, I hear you.
Right. The next figure that I look at is actually probably Maximus, because he's expensive, but he's giving you 2 alpha primitives for free, which you just talked about.
Yeah.
He's got barrier. He's got TK. He's got the Inhumanity, Perplex, but only to target, but can't target damage values, and he may only target characters with the human keyword within 3 squares, which would include, I believe, those alpha primitives.
Yeah.
And himself. And he starts with Outwit, and when he does, you roll a d6 that can't be rerolled. On a result of 1, he loses this power until your next turn, but on a 5 or 6, he may use Outwit again.
Interesting. Okay.
Not a bad dude. Not a bad dude.
75 points. Yeah.
Yep. I remember back in the day, we used to always all play Martyr. Martyr's pretty cool, but nowadays she's not. She's 160 points, way too expensive.
Ooh, Death Urge. I remember him on Great Lake Avengers.
Man, we are trying for those Great Lakes here.
Dude, all right, he's got shape change super senses. Not bad.
Yay. Here's your Shriek you were looking for, though.
There we go. This girl, little pricey, but I liked her. So Jason friendly character with maximum carnage. We actually might be able to pull that off because of Spider-Man Absolute Venom Carnage. Modify their attack defense +1, so it's like a little shell team. If Shriek took damage from attacks since your last turn, one friendly character with maximum carnage keyword can use charge as a free action. That's actually pretty solid. But only attack the person with damage streak, so like a pseudo colossal retaliation. She ignores characters. She's got Psych Blast, Sidestep. When she hits character with a ranged combat attack, deals damage. Modify that character's combat values by -1. She's so expensive, but this is the one.
But you don't start with this power, so be careful.
Yeah. Characters within range that do not have the maximum carnage keyword possess Battle Fury. So just within her range, which is in 6, right? She can use mind control, and when she does, she can target any opposing character within range, regardless of line of fire or Battle Fury. And she hasn't dealt the invulnerable mind control. So if you can bump her range up, keep her safe, and just keep mind controlling, that 11 attack will get you there. It'll hit. Yeah, we just got to get her off that. Got to get her that second click. You can do it.
So this is another character that I want to point out that I think got better with Bronze.
Okay.
Black Dwarf. So back in the day, no one was playing this guy because we were just like, oh, he's too basic.
I played him on my Minions of Thanos team.
Okay, excluding the theme team people. Okay, all you theme team people, put your hand down. I recognize you exist.
It's gotta harass you.
I am one of you. I may even be considered your king back in the day. But
ooh. A sire, I'm sorry.
That's okay, sir. That's okay. We'll get you there. But I want you to consider these ramifications for today's world, though. He not only has the Cold Obsidian ability that does the backlash damage when he dies, right? We never want to see that happen, but it's okay if it does. He has Charge Flurry for 105 points, and he has Quake and Super Senses, and when he uses Quake, choose up to 2 hit characters to be dealt 3 damage instead of 2, and knock back 3 squares. On a smaller map, that is devastating because you're probably going to do knockback damage too in addition to this. And he has Invincible. So he could definitely be that figure that kind of holds your team together a little bit.
Okay. This big old beat stick run out and do some damage.
Sometimes the best tactics are the oldest tactics of just being hard to kill and doing cool shit.
Yeah. We got a big 300-point tent pole here. How do you think this will hold up in tent poles for our format?
This guy stinks.
Yeah. He's going to get hit.
Yeah.
Like once you get past the 19.
He's going to get clapped. And by tempo, I was assuming you were talking about the 200 because the 300 is even worse.
Yeah, dude,
because you can't use one of his traits. You paid all the points for can't be assigned relics or resources.
Oh, nah, not going to work. All right. Anything else for Guardians?
I looked for this real quick at the very, 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 very end. I remember this major did something cool. Yeah, he had a group crowd in cap, but nothing too great.
All righty, moving on. The Flash.
Doggy, this was one of my favorite sets back in the day.
Okay.
I think this is one of the first sets where I was really going ham for Heroclix back when I moved to Vegas.
Nice.
It got me really back into it because even though I'm not a big Flash fan, I do appreciate a set that knows what it wants to do and it does it a lot. And this set was all about hypersonic speed and guys that can move fast and punch.
This is
Very
true.
simple. And you can look at that with all our Speed Force friends with the speed tokens. For example, 001, Jay Garrett Flash. Very simple. 10 move, 18 defense, hypersonic speed, willpower. Nothing crazy. But when he moves at least one square and hits one or more adjacent characters, he gets a token. He gets a Speed Force token. And he increases his speed value for the number of speed tokens on this card. Then he has the first speedster when the Flash's speed value would be modified. Instead, replace his speed value with the sum of his printed speed value and all current modifiers.
What does that mean?
So he's a guy that can get around the rule of 3.
Oh, very interesting.
Right? And if you hit him later down, he can trade he can trade speed tokens in for flurry with charge. Because it fits really well with the Flash, because Jay Garrett's Flash was always self-sacrificing and would always work harder than the rest. Very comic accurate.
Nice.
Then we can go into Max Mercury. This guy's a little probably too expensive for nowadays, but if you need a guy that can boost some speed numbers, he's your man. I would stay clear of him, though.
A little pricey. Jesse Quick, 7 charge. Nah.
90's not fun.
Let's see. Mob, 30-point mob guys. Enhancement shape change. Probably can get cheaper enhancement.
Yeah. So Dr. Fate at 50 is your man.
Doctor, right? Authority.
Doctor, yeah, not Dr. Fate. Doctor, yes, the Authority.
Yeah, all magic is changed. Doctor can use perplex. We don't have that one. That's at high points. But yeah, you play it low for the barrier prob.
How about just the trait, man?
And the mind control. So this was actually big. This figure was really popular when Thanos was on the field all its place.
Mm-hmm.
So a character can't use mind control as free action. Or to target characters friendly to themselves. Characters using mind control are dealt 1 unavoidable damage after actions resolve. So if there's any mind control teams out there, this is a big hard nerf.
Yep. The next one that I love a lot is this guy named Rainbow Raider. He's number 26. This guy has one of the weirdest, wackiest abilities ever. And he just uses it so effectively.
All right.
What
so
does he do, Jeff?
My favorite color to drain this week. Give Rainbow Raider a power action. Choose red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, blue, or purple. Opposing characters possessing a power of that color on their dial modify their combat values -1 until he chooses again, if not already modified by this effect.
Yeah. The fact that he's 68 points. Now I will not lie. He's got 7 range, great. He's got stealth, fantastic. 9 attack kind of hurts with blades and super senses. But for 68 points, I used to put this guy on teams, just be like, who's your big guy? Oh, he does 3 damage. Now he does 2 and can't crack Invone.
Sad day.
Yes. You can definitely still do that in today's world. You can totally make him a mastermind fodder type guy. He ignores red for movement, right? I'm sure you could do something to make him better, or at least get him to his second click where he has an 11 attack and energy explosion, which is definitely where you want to be. So yeah. Blind Owl, or, oh wait, I know, I'll just give this guy Invone.
I like the Invol.
Right? I used to do that all the time with him.
Solid. Good call. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I remember Fiddler doing pretty well. Mind control. There you go. 7 range of mind control.
Yes.
Defend. Adjacent friendly characters with lower point value modify defense +1. So I actually kind of like this guy. Suicide Squad could be a thing. Secret Six could be a thing.
This set, you pretty much want to look at anyone who has the keyword authority, because the next figure that we're going to look at is Jax Hawksmoor, because this will mess with a lot of people that just like to sit around and do nothing.
All right. Which trait are we looking at?
Let's look at the trait first.
All right. Oh, yeah, the only trait. The city rejects you. Jax Hawksmoor can use stealth at the beginning of your turn. If your third turn or later, deal 1 penetrating damage to each other character occupying any player's starting area. Ooh, okay.
So he punishes you for sitting around. He also has TK, he has prob, and he has a move power that says before he's given a non-free action, if he occupies a square of terrain adjacent to a square of a different elevation, you may place him in any square within 6 squares that is adjacent to a square of a different elevation.
So he can pretty much kind of port anywhere on some map with different elevation, right?
Correct.
Ooh, okay.
Right. So he's really good. 85 points is a big investment, though. Now, he gets the defense power, which is awesome with the toughness, free action. He can place blocking terrains out. It's good, but I never really try and consider people for their second click unless it's someone that I'm willing to push onto it.
Yes.
Right. Now, I'm sure some of our listeners are yelling at us because, Patrick, you missed figure 31. No, I didn't. I just chose to go to Jack first. Okay. Because it was a figure 33, and we've been saying figure 33 a lot. So
figure 33 is the sweet spot in a lot of sets for this pulp format and the Bronze Age stuff. So
it's getting weird. Yeah.
It's a little spooky.
But 31, this guy is the opposite of what the current meta is doing in pulp. So if you don't want to play the meta, play 31 from the Flash on your set, and his name is
Turtle. So he's actually really cool. Slowness as a way of life. Turtle can use plasticity. When another character moves at least 5 squares and actions resolve, give them an action token. If you can't, deal them 1 penetrating damage. Burn.
How many characters move more than 5, or you actually move more than 5? Lots.
You want to go, right? Like, want a run shot for 5. I want to charge for 6.
How about I just want to get like a little bit farther from my starting area? This guy makes you suffer. I remember back in the day of always going like, well, Turtle's on the board. Guess I'm only moving 4.
Yeah.
Right. And then he just slows the game down so much. And because think about it. Okay, I'm going to move out more than 5. Forget this Turtle guy. I don't care. I move. I get my action token. Oh, crap. Now I'm pushed out. Hope you guys got willpower or he carried someone with leadership.
Yeah, you're basically double tokening anybody that moves. Yeah. I think he'll see some play for sure.
He is definitely very cool.
And if you play him on like a hard to kill team and you just get your 5-10 points, whatever, like you kill the smallest guy and just nothing's gone on.
Yes.
It's a strat. Oh, Big Boy Flash. Do you think... I remember this guy used to be a beast back in the day.
The 149 version?
Yes.
Yeah, 37A. 37A was always really cool back in the day because the more tokens he had, the better he became and the more deadlier he became. Especially when you mixed him with Max Mercury, who gives out tokens. But the 149 points, like, do you really want to put half your team into this one guy?
Because he's got a hit, right?
Yeah.
Like, he would be your tentpole. Like, you'd have to build him up, get him all those tokens, make sure he doesn't die. Yeah. Seems hard.
It's very hard. I remember the Weather Wizard being really good back in the day. The problem is he's 100 points.
Let's say, yeah, he's pricey too. Harley Quinn, 50 points.
Well, you skipped somebody though.
Who'd I skip?
You skipped Savitar.
Did I?
So Savitar is the better Flash for nowadays compared to the Flash we just talked about.
Okay.
Because you give him a free action and place 1 speed token from an opposing character onto this card. That's not a big deal. We don't care about that. But we do care about the attack power, which is Lord of Motion. Opposing characters decrease their speed value by the number of speed tokens on this card.
Oh, wow.
So he hypersonic speeds out, hits a guy. Great, now I have 1 token. everybody on the field that's opposing minus one of their speed. Oh, you want to charge? You have a 5 charge. Now you have 4 charge, right? He becomes like
Slow the whole game down even more.
yes, and he's mystical. People always forget that he is mystical. He works
Interesting.
so
Okay.
well.
Gonna have to
Now you can
bump that
talk.
10 attack up.
Yeah, you give him one perplex. Find a way to give him close combat expert. Something along those lines.
I like
Now
it.
you can talk about Harley.
All right. She wants to make her put in.
Eh,
My put in. Once per game, choose a friendly character with the highest point value. The chosen character is Harley Quinn's put in. She can use perplex and prob, but only to target her put in. When her put in is KO'd, modify all Harley's combat values by +1. She's got good keywords for DC stuff. When she has no action tokens, she can use sidestep. She's a wild card, ignores characters. She can use poison when she does if she is adjacent to an opposing character that damage dealt is penetrating. She's adjacent to only one opposing character. Excuse me.
Yeah.
She's penetrating. Close combat reflexes, senses. That's not bad. So she's a pretty good tie-up piece.
yes. Yeah. She always had a lot of the really cool support powers to help out people, especially in her pudding when you pick that person. She definitely holds true to the current point level of what they should do. But it's kind of weird that figures back in the day that we'd be like, oh, they're must play are now just kind of basic what we expect nowadays.
I like how we keep looking at all these world championship pieces.
Well, it sounds like someone back in the day knew what they were trying to do, and
Yeah.
the game just kind of evolved to fit that.
Withstood. Their figures withstood time.
Mm-hmm. Well, most of them do. Sorry, looking at you, Black Adam, you don't hold.
So, honorable mention to him for being able to use prob 3 times a turn potentially, but again, I think overcosted.
Yes.
Keyword, you can't keyword cheat, or can you in this format? I don't remember.
No.
It's only printed keyword. No, that's themed.
That's themed, is that? But there's none of the figures that keyword cheat I think are allowed in this, other than maybe some flippy floppy guys like Magneto. But
Central City Police Captain.
oh, you're looking at a guy that does the cheat.
Yeah. When building your force, all characters with police keyword have Central City keyword.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
But that's if you want to be a theme team, right? It doesn't. It's not a necessity.
I mean, police is a theme team as well. If everyone has it.
Yeah.
This was back in the day when there was a difference between a name theme team and a non-name team. Yeah.
Hard times. All right. Justice League Trinity War.
So I like this set. It went really well with the previous set, but there's not going to be too many figures in this set that I'm going to get really excited about.
That low point Atomica.
Yes, but she's
Fast Forces.
The non-figured Atomica.
Mm-hmm. She's basically just probber. Subterfuge token or subterfuge token Lex. People are always scared of him, but how do you win, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you win? Just gonna sit there and go to roll off every game? That's boring. Deadman, I think he has some potential. If you can come up with an undying team, there's some Wolverines him you can play that's kind of hard to kill. So could be something.
I remember Blue Devil being really good, but he's way too expensive nowadays at 135. Oh, yeah. 90 points Sinestro. Let's see if he held up, because I remember I used to play him. You can use Pulse Wave opposing characters with the Quintessence team ability, which doesn't exist anymore. Can't use it and modify the combat but -1. Bummer. Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, nothing too
a whole lot from this set.
Oh, this Green Arrow was phenomenal call-in, but
you didn't want to pay for him.
Yeah, you don't want to pay for him, exactly. All right, thanks Trinity War. Avengers Assemble. I know there's some goodies here. Let me know if you see anything.
Sure. I remember Aleph being good. He's just very consistent but You can get better.
Jarvis, no ID cards, doesn't help you out.
Correct.
Manifold's taxi, carry up to 3 friendly characters regardless of their combat symbols.
Just play the new
It doesn't
one.
matter anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, you can carry colossals, no?
Pulp format though, you can't have
I'm
more than
just in general though, right?
Yes.
Cool. I like that. 58 points, that's not bad. Cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this set is butts, but you still can get Arcade and Black Swan.
Oh yeah, if you get her to her last click or something,
you auto win.
Yeah, and she's like the only character.
Yeah, my friend Ed loves this fig back in the day, but you are risking a lot of biscuit to try and make this thing work, and it doesn't really work out well.
Never. But Arcade is definitely worth playing.
Yeah. One figure out of an entire set. Woo!
Yeah, like if you can get him on his map, he is very good. I think he'd be very good in the format. This trick shot saw some play, but again, I think a little overcosted. All right. Thanks, Avengers Assemble. Storyline. These are the swappy ants.
Can't use it. Oh, is that a full set?
Yeah.
Was it a full set? Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is where you can get the Ant-Man that makes big and small. What else? There's plenty of Ultron drones. You guys can look them up and see if they're really cool that fit your motif. They're all like 50 points and do something different.
This yellow jacket was cool because we needed perplex. Oh no, this isn't that one. Never mind. That's the other one.
Civil Cheerleaders She-Hulk though is in this set. Woohoo! 75 points.
Which one? This one?
The
reroll
number 23. Yes.
Yep. She's the one that pairs well with what's his name? Arcade, because you get to reroll again.
You get to reroll and get a +1 to the result.
Yeah, she got charged flurries. Not bad.
Yep, that's why she ended up getting a legacy card later.
She could do it. She could do it. Just looking through, doesn't look like anything worth playing. Drones aren't going to do anything for you.
You can get a 25-point outwit and stealth with Jewel.
25 point. What? That's not bad.
It's not terrible if you're looking for something like along those lines.
Avengers Detective, yeah, that's cool. I like it.
This is the set where you're gonna go like, I need robots. Come here. You'll find plenty of drones.
That's fair. That's fair. Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Nothing too good stood out here. You might know some of the smaller figures better than me.
Yeah. So when this set, you're either going to look for really cheap shield guys that can help you out, so you get the team abilities going on. Let's see. Does anyone really stand out from what I remember? We can't play Balls of Fury, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Fitz. There was a Fitz that was really good that got like a little token, like a bystander he could play, but can't put that out. But
why can't you put the hoverbots out?
No, I'm talking about Monkey, not hoverbots.
Oh, yeah.
Can't place Monkey, but you can get hoverbots.
Nick Fury Jr. was pretty good, wasn't he? A little pricey.
Yeah, a little pricey. This is where you want to look at like Fitz. Simmons is really good. They're like a really cool little combo. A lot of shield, a lot of boost, but they get clapped pretty easily. I mean, they're just people.
Yeah, like you'd have to specifically have them for a shield team.
Correct. This is just going to be a supporty set for purposes.
Coulson, Energy Explosion, Psych Blast, kind of pricey.
Was this the set that had Iron Nail in it? It does. Okay. So I'm going to take a second to look at Iron Nail. Even though he is redonkulously expensive, he does do something that is very noteworthy.
Okay, let's hear it. Because this guy's pricey.
Yeah, he's 155 points, but he could be a 10-pull just because of his trait. At the end of your turn, place a drain token on the cards of all adjacent opposing characters. Opposing characters modify their combo values by -1 for each drain token placed by him. An opposing character may be given a power action to remove all drain tokens. So what you do is you taxi this guy up somehow. It doesn't have to be like a cool taxi, right?
Yeah.
You just get him out there, put him next to people, give them all -1 to their stats. And then they have to make a hard choice. Do I just eat the -1 to all stats and try and push through? Or do I waste a turn removing it? Because when he swings with his 11 and 3 Blades Exploit, he gonna hurt people.
But if they're smart, they'll just spread out. It's an IQ test.
So technically, if you go first, you could put the tokens on them.
Just go starting area.
Go right to their starting area and just go -1 to your stats because it doesn't target. It just says you're adjacent. You're adjacent. Here's the token. Now hit me. Hit me. I dare you to hit me.
So you just bump up the defense and you go all in. Okay.
Right. And you go ham with him.
You get 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All
You'll
right.
probably get like their primary attacker, maybe if you're lucky, like a secondary attacker also, and just go. You have -1 all stats. Hit my 20 maybe because you give him +2 to his defense or something.
Yeah. No, and they're getting -1 to their combat value, so Impervious is definitely doing more value than it should.
Yeah, he's not a bad figure. You can do stuff with him. Now the one we don't want to forget in this set is Dr. Demonicus, though.
Yeah.
Dr. D is in this set. Dr. D is really cool. You can give him power actions. He makes really good pogs. You can generate these pogs because he's given actions to make them. They don't start on the field.
They're not Jason. What's it? Jason Wingarded in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's power action to do it though, so you got to kind of get TK him up, do the power action, drop a big boy.
Or if you're smart, you just power action to drop your first one, and that first one carries him up.
Yeah.
Because when he's adjacent to them, they get a +1 in defense.
Okay.
So you use his perplex to bump it up by 2.
Probably go Star Child, get that super senses, or you can go 19 from Batragon, so it'll be 20. Okay.
21. It'll be 21 because he gets 1 for the trait, and you're going to use the second one for the perplex.
Got you. Okay.
Right. So you can get up there, and remember those guys have the colossal symbols.
Yes, they do.
They have that really sweet willpower.
Nice. Okay.
So Dr. D will more than likely see play.
Scientist theme. Let's go.
Yeah. But that's probably it for the set. There isn't a lot of crazy going on in this set.
You could run. So there was a team where. So question: if multiple man's being played, can you generate multiple man since it started after the game?
I wouldn't see why not.
So, like, if you did a Hydra team, you could, in theory, generate a bunch of Hydra people because it's from outside the game.
Yes.
So, just a bunch of multiple men. Alrighty, on to Superman, Wonder Woman.
I always liked this set, but I have no idea how well it will work with our format.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. This Red Tornado used to, as a free action, so you can kind of carry her and force blast people. Then you deal that character 1 penetrating damage, so it's like 2 damage if you knock him into a wall. That's not bad. Okay.
You have the alter egos, which are a big risk. You can do General Lane. That is right.
He has a thing.
Yeah, General Lane is the same thing as the common Lex Luthor. General Lane and adjacent friendly characters have enemy of Superman. He also is enhancement leadership, and when he uses leadership and succeeds, he is considered a higher point character when any friendly character with for anyone with the soldier keyword.
Yeah, that's cool because like he already has the soldier keyword. But yeah, the enhancement's solid, leadership's good. And then I remember this guy. He was around when I first started playing, and he faded away pretty quickly. But I remember everyone outwitting like crazy. Oh, and he's got PD. I like it.
Yep, he's a good little support guy.
Let's see. Anybody?
Hermes was pretty good.
Superman Blue good back in the day? No.
No, I always liked red.
Okay. Is that the prime? That's a prime version, obviously.
Well, I don't think he's a prime. I think he was an A and a B. But he could have been a prime. I could be wrong on that
And
one.
that's weird that I don't remember him being the prime either. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
on here. It's all Clay's fault.
That's what he gets for not being here. We're gonna talk crap about him.
All right. Anything else?
Hermes.
Hermes, which one?
There's only one.
Hermes. Divine Aurora. Let's see. 100. Oh, he's so expensive. It hurts to look at it.
It does. He's 140.
Can't be targeted by outwit or prom from opposing characters unless the targeting character has higher point value. Sure as hell not going to happen. Deity could happen, but not higher point value.
Right.
At the beginning of the game, you may place adjacent to Catechusis snake bystander tokens described on this card. Give Hermes a power action. If there are no friendly snakes on the map, you may place 2 adjacent snakes. What do these snakes look like?
I don't know because Clay didn't put them on here.
Let's add, and then yeah, it's not on here. Clay, what are you doing with your life, bro? Why?
Yeah.
Hawaii's got into you.
He's a flyer. He's 11 move, hypersonic speed, 10 attack. Yes, so give him perplex him up to an 11. 18 invincible, 3 prob. Now remember, he can't be outwitted, so he's effectively power cosmic. But the big piece is that you also can't prob him.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no prob. Yeah, protected prob is worth a decent chunk of those points, but I don't know how much altogether.
And he's pooping out standards, which is also very useful.
I'd feel better if I knew what they did.
Same.
We'll let it go.
We'll go for now. Lois Lane was kind of cool.
Oh, I got too far. Which number?
Number 47. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose an opposing character within 4 squares in line of fire until your next turn. That character can't use team abilities.
Oh, I see her being played in regular bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Opposing characters can't draw lines of fire to Lois Lane unless they're within 2 squares or she's adjacent to a friendly character. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she has that wit. And she has that wit and willpower. And team ability, which is awesome.
And her last click, adjacent friendly characters named Superman, can use defend. This power is revealed due to taking damage from opposing character's attack. Stop turning the dial, so pseudo stop click. If you do, you can make you place a friendly character named Superman adjacent to Lois. Okay, so if there's any good beefy Supermans.
Yep, and the key thing is it's not a stop click, but it acts as a stop click.
Yeah.
So anyone that says, "Hey, if you have stop," well, this isn't stop.
It's not exactly stop. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, there's a little more in here than we anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the juicy set. So much good stuff. All right, so Supermans. These guys, shifting focus. These guys were competitive back in the day, in like modern. So I think for 90 points, they held up pretty well. I think you can build around because there's such good Swiss Army knives. So shifting focus, you can switch to another one if they begin the map. This one has a 19 defense with invincible, modified defense, value adjacent friendly characters by +1. That's pretty cool. The next Superman, hypersonic 14. That's it. Here we're at.
Just a 14 speed hypersonic speed. That's it. Come on, man. That's board reach.
And then this one, using my strength, when making object attacks, increase Superman's damage dealt by 1. Give him a free action if he's not holding an object to destroy an adjacent wall or square blocking terrain. Then roll a d6, and he gets one of those. So it's the same now. He's going to get an object either way. So he's going to charge for 11 for 5.
Yep.
It's pretty dang good. Ignores blocking. And then we can get into the rare Superman from that set. He's got the Psychic Penetrating Blast. When he does, increase the damage dealt to the target by 1 if they have 2 action tokens. It's pretty good. Running shot, 8 range. Whew. And I don't know if you knew this, but the ones from Elseworld are compatible.
Ooh.
So we're going to jump ahead and cover those now. This Superman has Precision Strike, Quake, and when he uses Leap Climb, after actions resolve, you can use Quake as free. Leadership, that's pretty good. So I think these guys will see some play. I don't necessarily think the Batmen are as good, but again, pretty solid.
Batman's cheaper, but he has more supporty powers. He's got the
Yeah.
outwits. He's got the out of the shadows. He's got the really good close combat expert one.
Yeah, here's outwit, range of 8. Use a study token. Look at the rare. It's got the running shot, energy explosion, in cap. Was there at one point where you could combo energy explosion in cap? No.
No.
Okay. And this one is perplex, but to target all other friendly characters within 4 squares in line of fire. So this one's definitely
brilliant tactician.
Good. Choosing the same combat value other than damage or modify. So yeah, that's pretty solid. I think he could see some play. Mr. Nobody, not worth it. Not worth it.
The ones that I liked when I think of World's Finest for Pulp, this set's going to have a lot of support for you because you have a cultist, you have Black Cat, you have Druid, you have Witch, you have Warlock.
What's the occultist do?
And cultist is the one where it's when they take damage, you give people blood tokens, and they can use those blood tokens as perplex.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely Witch, Warlock. Druid does plastic, right? No. Smoke Cloud.
He's the farter.
Too cool. Crazy Jane, probably not.
You could do the Metal Men, because if you have all the Metal Men, they make them all better.
That was another question. If you can get 300 points of Metal Men, but it's kind of hard because they're a little expensive. If it was like a 400 point, I think you could pull it off.
Allure is not bad.
10 super strength. Yeah, slap.
You gotta read her trait.
Friendly Kryptonians are wild cards. Nice.
That's why.
When Allure's adjacent character named Supergirl, Superman, modify their attack values +1. There you go. We
care about the first trait though. The ability to give Kryptonians wild cards is nutty.
PD down. Let's see. Who was it? Oh, Desaad. He does some cool stuff, doesn't he? I felt like he did.
I never used him. I don't remember, but I'm sure he did.
At the beginning of the game, highest point friendly character on the map is not named Desaad. He becomes his master. When his master damages one or more opposing characters, remove an action token. You may remove an action token from Desaad. So that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's got outwit.
Apprentice is 25 points for cheap. You can only target friendly characters.
I'll take it. 20. Yeah, perplex 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cool to me. And
Demon was the opposite. They can target opposing characters only.
Okay. 30 points, a little more.
Yeah.
And
Mary Marvel, if I remember correctly, was really good.
Hypersonic 12, yeah, pretty good.
11 and 4.
Can't hypersonic super strength anymore, so.
Opposing characters of equal or lower point value can't target her with outwit, perplex, or prob.
Okay.
So for 150 points, let's be honest, no one's targeting her with outwit, perplex, or prob. And once per game, she has stop, regen, and when she uses it, don't heal 1 less due to the stop, and don't half the result.
Oof. There you go.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Got some longevity in her.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. We actually might be able to do the Metal Men. Some of these are kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Clarion the Witch Boy. Yes. Dude, so Teakle is Bay. He's got charge, blades, perplex, and super senses. And when he rolls super senses on a 3 through 4, immediately attach him to Clarion. So it's very hard to kill him. Teakle, that is. So you give Clarion the Witch Boy a free action and either place an adjacent Teakle adjacent or attach an adjacent Teakle. So basically, you move up, you drop him, and then you blades. You flex up the attack to 11, and you got prob on it. Pretty good. I see him being played on a dropship team.
Yeah. It's cool. I like him a lot. Teakle's really cool. Providing prob is always a great thing. He was amazing back in the day, and he's still good now.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
Worth your points. All right. Anybody else? Doc Magnus, 4 clicks, 25 points. What's this? Support. I like it.
So Doc Magnus, you are only going to play if you are playing all the Metal Men. And you have access to every Metal Man except for the one Metal Woman, because she was a super rare.
Ooh, okay.
And they all have some trait that says if they're within 3 squares of another person that is a Metal Man, something cool happens. So like Mercury, he gets better super sense. He gets better, I think, super sense shape change results or something like that. He's very super senses results. And they all always get sidestep and then an effect. Like Gold was he gets sidestep and leadership, and then when he uses leadership, he gets to pull an additional action token off of Metal Man, so he can keep the team going.
All right. Lead. Let's see. Impervious +1.
Yep, there's another pluser.
Shape change +1
on copper.
Copper, yeah. Yeah, we might be able to do the team. 10 is perplex by +2, except damage. And iron is increased damage dealt by his object attacks by +1. All right. That's solid, dude.
They're all really cool. If you bring Metal Men, I'm pretty sure we're going to guarantee a bronze builder on you.
BBW.
Yeah. Be brave enough and we'll see what happens. It's not that hard to collect these guys. They're all over. There's 3 rares, 2 uncommons, 2 commons.
Ooh, combo. We're gonna do package deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else from World's Finest? I think this set had a lot.
Yeah, that set that had a lot in it. World's Finest was also a good set.
All right. Uncanny X-Men.
Uncanny X-Men. Holy crud. Okay, let's see how well this set goes. So this set is going to be pretty point compatible. But we got to make sure that our stats are up to snuff is where we're heading now when it comes to Bronze Age figures compared to current figures. Because like, for example, 001 Colossus, really good first points. The problem is his numbers are butt.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a little rough. There's better Colossuses now.
Correct. So we got to find someone that does something cool.
What about Riptide?
Riptide?
When Riptide uses Sidestep, after action resolve, he can use Pulse Wave as a free action. 45 points. Not bad. Ignores characters. Let's see.
How about Prism? I heard that guy was good.
Let's see. When making a range attack, modify his damage value by +1 for each adjacent friendly character with a printed range value of 4 or more. Ooh. That is some potential there.
Yeah. You want to do 4 damage with this guy? Pretty easy to do. But if he gets knocked back, he dies.
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right.
Take some. Ooh, yeah, I see that. Brittle Crystal. Womp womp. Vanisher is your taxi, if I remember correctly. 40 points, carries 3.
Correct, but not as good as Gates.
No. Let's see. The 50-point Jean Grey does free TK. The Fast Forces one.
Yes, I was gonna say it's the Fast Forces one. 50-point Black Suit Magneto is really, really good because once per game he can use Running Shot, free action, and he has Flight for the action. That was really good. Used him plenty of times.
Where'd he go?
He's number 29. Yep.
Yeah. Wes Betchart actually has made it very far in Bronze Age events with him.
Yes, this guy holds up really well. He does need a perplex though. 10 attacks just don't cut it.
Yeah, give him 2.
Yep.
Call us in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The rest of the set's kind of meh.
you get one Mystique. It's cool, right?
Yeah, you can have one mistake.
What are you gonna do? You
Uh,
got a lot of. You got
reach
240 points to fill it up with.
reach across the table and pull on your beard. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
So, yeah. I'm just saying it's not necessarily very good.
No. I think that's about it for this set, though.
Civil War storyline. All right.
Oh, this is where I get to talk about Punisher and Punisher being awesome.
I like him because he can do perplex on everybody.
The Captain America.
No, the Yellow Jacket. 60 points, a little expensive. Avengers though.
Yeah. The character, where is he? 70-point Bullseye is pretty okay because he has Justice like Lightning. You can make a really nice Thunderbolt team with these guys.
Ooh, okay.
Where they're pulling tokens off of guys that have the Thunderbolt's keyword within 4 squares.
Okay.
So what it says for the trait is after an action resolves during which the character that has the trait damaged one or more opposing characters with an attack, roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, remove an action token from a friendly character with the Thunderbolt's keyword within 4 squares, which could be themselves because they are within the 4 squares.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bullseye has specifically when he damages an opposing character with an attack, place a marked token on him. When Bullseye targets a character with a marked token, he may remove it to increase damage dealt to that character by an additional 1.
Ooh.
So if you give him enough enhancements, the man can do 5 plus the marked token, which would make it 6. And
Dude,
he
that's
ignores green people, and he can shoot out of combat for 70 points. Not
nice.
bad. Used to play him a lot.
Yeah, he's very good.
Songbird's pretty good for 70. It's our first rare. She has Justice like Lightning. And she has Force Blast Incap TK for her attack power with leadership and barrier. So she's a great support figure. But the guy that I like in this set the most, which is the one you may all want to consider playing, is the 25-point Punisher.
Ooh, okay.
So
25-point Punisher?
80-point. He's figure 25, 80 points.
Got you. I was like, hold on, wait. I clicked the wrong way.
So remember, he's a soldier, so he works really well with Falcon. So his first trait says locked and loaded. At the beginning of the game, place 3 ammo tokens on this card. When Punisher KOs an opposing character, place an ammo token on this card. His second trait says empty the clip. When Punisher targets 1 or more characters with a range attack, he can remove 1 or more ammo tokens. If you do, when making the attack roll, it can't be re-rolled, and you roll an extra d6 for each token removed, then choose 2 dice for the attack roll.
Ooh, you hidden boy.
Right? He has double target, 6 range, sidestep, an 11 attack, and willpower. So he is pure, unadulterated attack, and his attack power is called Deadly Barrage. Give him a power action and remove an ammo token to make a range attack. Then make another range attack. The first attack doesn't activate the damage depletion modifier. So that's not a thing anymore. But pretty much what you do is you have 3 tokens, right? Mm-hmm. What you're going to do you're going to activate your power action Deadly Barrage. Now you're down to 2. And then what you can do if you choose to is either make that first attack where you roll 4 dice, or you can make both attacks roll 3.
I feel both attacks roll 3 is better.
You could do that.
What did you used to do?
So I always did both attacks roll 3.
Okay.
He is a Spider-Man team ability guy, so he now has super senses.
Stupid.
Right, so he's quite good.
Willpower, so he keeps going.
He keeps going, and remember, when he kills, he gets more ammo. So it's really cool. I think in today's format with him, you're going to use, let's say, for example, a manifold, right? Because I have manifold sitting on my desk right here, which you can't see because of my background. He's wild card and a shield guy. He has prob, right? He gives people
reflexes.
and he's a wild card. So what could we do with that with a shooter? Well, now he's at 7 range when Manifold moves, right? And you get where'd my other guy go on my desk? Falcon to carry the Punisher. Let Manifold move next to Falcon where he goes, carrying whoever support, preferably an enhancement.
Yeah.
And you make his damage a 5. 2 enhancers, 5 damage, 7 range because of the shield, right? And let him go wild.
You just go ba 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 ba.
Correct.
And something. Hopefully something dies, right?
And what you're probably going to do in this format, in that case, the first attack, blow all your ammo, so you roll 4 dice and pick 4 dice, preferably 2 6s if you can manage that, right? Because you remember you can't re-roll it, right? Get through, do 5 damage, crit, do something cool that way, right? Maybe consider putting an orb on your team, right? And then the second attack goes off because you use the third token to do barrage. Just finish somebody off.
You got 2 targets.
You do have 2 targets, right? And you're making 2 attacks. This is where these older figures come into play that you're just like, I didn't think about that. He's one of those figures.
Yeah, he does a lot for 80 points. And the sculpt's cool.
It is a very cool sculpt. The rest of the set can... who cares, man? You got this guy.
All right, moving on. Superior Foes of Spooterman.
Yeah.
Thug, easy point filler, right?
Yes.
Stiltman.
Stiltman's cool. You just blow up stilts and he doesn't take damage.
Yeah.
This set never really ever super wowed me either until we get to like Overdrive.
Yeah, I was gonna say Overdrive is where we're at.
But like Overdrive's just
Taxi Supreme.
Taxi Supreme if you don't want to carry like more, if you only want to carry one person.
Yeah.
If you need to carry multiple people, this is where you consider Falcon, Manifold, and if you need to carry a lot of people, Gates.
Yeah, well, Charged Up can carry 4 people, can it?
Who can?
Charged Up? Thought I had like 4 passengers.
No. This vehicle can only be placed by a character named Overdrive.
It's missing the number of people it can carry. It's like 4 people, I thought.
I have no idea. I don't remember. Maybe that's what that symbol used to do, but since it no longer exists. Right?
Yeah, because I used to carry I carry at least 3 people. It's at least carrying 3. That's weird.
But like I said, that may be due to the old vehicle symbol, which no longer exists.
No, it's passenger 3 or something.
All right, just be careful.
Super careful. Like if you want to do, no, this isn't the right one. Yeah, the Sinister Syndicate pieces here are okay.
They will mix and match pretty well. Like Vulture's cool. Opposing characters with the foot symbol modify their attack by -1 when targeting Vulture with a close attack. Right, 50 points of charge blades, cool.
Yeah.
Speed Demon was always really good with his little speed tornado thing. Right, Mephisto for 45 points is awesome.
I think Mephisto is again another world championship. I know championship piece. I know this is for sure Paris Gordon.
I don't know who that loser is in that gem, but whatever.
Where's your championship figure?
You know what? It's in my head.
There you go. It's Amethyst.
Yep.
But he gives prob to everybody, contract token. Downside is they get -1 to their defense. And I think that's it from
Frogman for the knockback.
Is this the one that does it? A little pricey though. 35 points. It's not bad. 35